All right, man. We're gonna touch on some L sits now. How was your L sit?
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
All right. You mentioned it might be more hip flexor than core work. I believe it. I believe it. So, the way I want you to try to do it, I want to see what it looks like. But we're gonna start in that same support position that we've been talking about when we were doing support stuff earlier for muscle ups. It's gonna be that same start, that nice spring turned out, and then you're gonna be just lifting the legs up, just like that.
Just like that.
But the idea with a correct L sit is to feel like you're pushing your feet through the wall.
Okay.
So it's not about closing your chest and compressing. It's about trying to feel like you're extending forward. Right?
I'll work on that for you.
Let's see what it looks like.
That.
Good, good, good. Right there, right there. Nice. That was solid.
Did it look as easy as his?
That was actually pretty good.
Okay.
That was awesome, awesome. So it's a little bit more advanced than you kind of were saying. So one exercise that I think everybody can work that is really good for that hip flexor, just sit down on a pike real quick for me.
I don't know if I can, buddy. I'm a little stiff.
So what you want to do, you want to start, we'll do two different variations of this. First one is sitting in a pike stretch, and you want to be keeping your knees locked out. You're going to be reaching your hands out as far as you can get them. So even if you're back here, that's fine. But the objective is to try to get your feet off the ground.
Do I keep them off the ground?
Good. Keep them off the ground, about 10 reps. So if that's challenging, reach your hands out a little bit further.
You keep brutal.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be easier?
No, harder. You want to be challenging yourself. This is great hip flexor exercise. Awesome. That is really hard. The way you're doing it is actually really, really advanced. So the other variation is doing a 90-degree. Same thing, reaching out.
Holy smokes, this is really hard, man. Should put these into a workout. This super crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
1, 2.
There you go, good.
No rep! Your heels touch the ground! But how could you tell?
Good, good.
Oh my gosh.
You feeling
Try
your
that,
hip
Tyson. I feel my low back. I feel my hip flexors.
So most people are going to start, and they're going to have to even start maybe with their hands behind them and just getting the legs up here. But you have to start. You have to have a baseline somewhere. But eventually, you want to be challenging yourself. Keep reaching out further and further with those hands.
Is this supposed to be easier?
No, it's just not. It's not about easier or harder. It's just a different variation of it. Yeah.
That one was hip flexor. The other one I still felt in my belly. This one,
woo. Yep. So that's a really good exercise to work on the hip flexor. I think your core is absolutely strong enough to be able to handle a good L, but you got to work on your flexor a little bit.